here yesterday. We couldn't make it from Abuja. But of course, we're determined, myself and my wife, we're determined to be here today and almost for the rest of the program, right to Ijibuke. But let me say this. I know Otunba Balogun as a young man, also I as a young man, way back in, I think, 1956, roughly 1956. We were young students. He was studying at the London School of Economics, and I was at Royal Military Academy Southwest. And we all used to stay at the Commonwealth Student Hostel, Hans Crescent, and that we became friends. Of course, there are other things that we used to do, which I never mentioned. Like we used to, as young people, used to attend the dancing, is it London Palladium? I think the old ones who are here probably will know London Palladium, where we used to go for dancing and used to probably spend the night apologizing to the ladies because we were stepping on their toes. Well, that is me. It was a much better dancer than, and I'm sure he did not apologize even then. And so we became very good friends. One of our very happy things we used to do was that we used to, the hostel, the Once Hans Crescent, very close to that very famous shop. And so we used to go there and to buy bits and pieces and to take them in the very biggest in a handbag. And of course, we come out the street holding that bag to show that we too, even those students, we too are able to shop at Harrods. So that is part of our fame as young people. But we went on to carry through our various studies as well as we could. And he qualified and of course went into business. I qualified as a soldier, as a military officer, and of course came back to Nigeria to carry on my duties. We did not meet during those either times. He was busy in whatever he was doing, and we've just heard how well he did there. And then somehow by luck, somehow I did not intend to be there whatsoever. But when I came back, 3 days, a few days before I came back from my course from the UK, and I got involved in the unfortunate first military coup that took place in Nigeria. And the third day, within 36 hours, I was involved in trying to see what we can do to stop, to check the coup. And of course, things went on, and again things developed, and I found myself, heading the country. I was not a president, I was only a head of state. And as the newspapers used to call us, dictators. And, but he was really doing his, whatever he could, and he's excelled in whatever he does. And we have had how well the family is done from the last speaker. And during that time, I think he was one of the public servants, not public servants, he is one of those knowledgeable people that some of my permanent secretaries and technocrats used to consult in order to make sure that we are able to deliver good policy. And after the Civil War, during the Civil War, if you remember, a lot of people had gone back to the east. And of course, at the end of the Civil War, of course, our effort was to bring everybody back so that we can rebuild Nigeria. And there was a policy that we made that I asked every Nigerian to welcome them back and to do whatever they can to ensure that they are welcome back as Nigerians. And one of the things that I learned that really pleased me, the 3-hour program that we projected was that when some of the Igbo people came back, especially Alex Ekweme, I understand that when he left, Alex Ekweme left his house to him, and he looked after it, renovated it, and ensured that it was rented out. And when Alex Ekweme came back, as soon as he came back, Otunba Balogun gave him back his house, and the amount of, I'm sure, very high rent that he had got from that, that property. And honestly, it sort of helped the program that we wanted to welcome people back, to welcome them back, and make Nigeria what it should be. So I would never forget that act of his. And the other thing that I will always remember him, whenever during his birthday, in the 80s, he used to invite all his friends, etc. And I was one of those being invited to the house for the reception. And what a wonderful thing to see all the family there. Dory, Otunba himself, all the children and all the grandchildren, everyone was there. And I used to get some of the little children to take a more prominent part in making sure that they sing a happy birthday to him. I've seen some of them here, but I cannot recognize who are they. Now, any of you, can you remember any of you that I asked to sing a happy birthday for Granddad? Can you? Well, probably you are not, but they are not even taller than I am. Now, honestly, the way he really loved his family, an example to many, many people. I will never forget that, and what a wonderful occasion, and always really thanking God for the privilege that He's given him to have such a wonderful family and to live such a wonderful life. And he believed in God very passionately, and as we can see, see or hear from all the what do you call yourself?
members of the
Members of the cathedral, yes, that's right. Well, as we heard from them, certainly he was a great member, a great believer in God. And so, really, I feel very sad to come to this occasion to say goodbye to him. But I'm sure we will meet. Together we shall meet. One day we shall.